So my old pal, Jerry Ballinger, he was about 40 or 50 years sober or something. He's like one of them early guys in the AA program. And we used to hang out with him in New York City. And Jerry, he was the guy who took the photographs. If you ever seen any of my videos, you'll see the black girls on the step. Like Jerry took those photographs, some amazing photographs.
Originally the bass on that track would have been fretless bass that we had. And it was a lot more busier, the bass as well, I remember. And we decided to strip it right back. In fact, the only real thing left on that track, bass-wise, is the little hooky bass line that comes in occasionally on there, and that would have originally been done on the wall fretless.
I will write you a love poem as I sit on my chair, here in the winter, lying there before her.
Yeah, unusual song as well, I found. For a song to be so, oozing with that sort of love sort of theme that Frank kind of steers well away from usually. But it was really nice to see that side of him writing that sort of song.
I will write you a love poem, yeah. And he used to write poetry, and when he got cancer and he started, he wasn't going to live anymore. It was really fucking disturbing, really. But one of the things, Jerry used to play the Gully Flats Boys over and over and over again. And so when I used to go see him, the Gully Flats Boys was always on. He insisted that the Gully Flats Boys was playing all the time. He was in his bed, and he wrote when we did his funeral, Stephen gave me a poetry book with his poetry in, and one of the songs was called Love Poem. And I sang a song, I wrote a song around it, around his poetry, and I sang it at his funeral. And I loved the chords were all great, but when I come to do it on this album, I couldn't find the fucking lyrics anywhere. There was no recollection of it. I didn't know where to get it, so I just wrote another song over the top of it. But I want to give a shout to Jerry, because it was his poem called Love Poem that triggered that song.
What a great little tune. I mean, I don't even think it's a minute long. But yeah, definitely one of my favourite songs on the record. I absolutely love it.
And of course the poetry that come out of me for it was my kids, like Frankie and Elsie. That's really what the poetry is that I'm talking about on the song. Whenever you create anything from inside of yourself and make it physical, it comes from you, doesn't it? So my poetry is little Elsie and little Frankie. But it was inspired by a Jerry Ballinger poem at his funeral. I will write you a love poem